So, about 2 months ago, I watched the entirety of season 10. It was terrible. It sucked. I hated it so much. But I figured if I just said to, to my family that I was just doing it to torture myself. However, I did have some plans. So, this is going to be me ranking every season 10 episode. I already did a season 6 ranking if you want to watch that, but I'm not that much of a self promoter, so if you don't have to. Anyway, we're starting off with Follow That Flower, which is a C tier episode. I do like the uses of uh, narrow gauge props of like James and Thomas, but I feel like that's really all it has going for it. I mean, it doesn't add anything if that makes sense. Like James wasn't even that rude to Thomas, and Thomas is just so standoffish. Just a jerk. A Smooth Ride is carried by my Coldy Fell bias, because Coldy Fell got mentioned in this. And it also features the return of Sir Handel. I like Sir Handel, so I'm happy to see him back. And that's really about where the positives end. It's like right on the line. Thomas and the Jet Plane, I'd say, is another B tier episode. I used to not like Jeremy, but I have come around on Jeremy. Jeremy is a bit. I mean, he's not as good as Harold, who was funny whenever he's interacting with Percy. I don't really understand why Thomas was mad at Jeremy, because it didn't really seem like Jeremy was boasting. Well, he wasn't even boasting, but Thomas is just too oversensitive. Percy and the Fun Fair, which is, got the return of a Chinese dragon, but other than that, it's just another boring, repetitive episode. Now, I complain a lot about boring, repetitive episodes, but this is like the most guilty pleasure I have ever watched in my life. The Green Controller is hysterical. Hysterical in the sense that, like, Dowager Hat's busy day is, because, like, they're just two controllers in a place that have, like, no idea what they're doing. And Percy's amazing. I don't usually like dumb Percy that much, but this actually kind of works. Duncan drops a clanger. Now, I don't even know why I hate this episode. It's formulaic, which means it probably should be in C tier. Duncan is in character. It's just the novelty about the whole bell thing. He couldn't figure it out, and he dropped it. And Thomas's Tricky Tree. I don't remember this one being that good. What is this next one? Toby's Afternoon. Oh my god, this episode sucks. I don't like... So Toby is upset that his friends won't help him with a job and just decides they're not his friends anymore. I don't really like that. Toby is just a wimp throughout this episode. What's this one? Is it good to be Gordon? Yes, it's good to be Gordon. Yet, I like this episode. It's very good. Is it better than that? I don't think this is going to be first. Not going to lie. I'm not even sure if it's even going to be last year. But It's Good to Be Gordon is a great episode. It does have the abysmal retcon of Henry still needing special coal, but I can look past that with an open mind. An open mind. Seeing the Sights is another formulaic episode. Fearless Freddy is... I mean, I used to not like Freddy. I thought he looked ugly, and I didn't like his face. Especially on his Wooden Railway toy. But like Jeremy, I have come around on Freddy. I think Freddy's good, I guess. And he's not just a stereotypical old, slow-down, relaxed character. He doesn't want to be a stereotype old, slow-down, relaxed character. He wants to be energetic, but he can't be because he's aging. And that's, like, so relatable. Because, like, I'm not even an adult, but, like, I feel like I'm old every single day. I don't know why, but Toby's new shed. The birds thing is really cute, but it's a very formulaic episode, which someone keep a tally of how many times I say formulaic. Well, this is the hit era, so If I ever have to cover the Miller era, I'm gonna bang my head on the door and then kill myself. I'm joking. But the Miller era sucks. I don't like the Miller era. Safest around here. Edward Strikes Out can rot in F tier where it belongs. Is not a good episode. It's just not good. Like, Edward's like really out of character. He hates cranes now. He was like the guy who like pulled the breakdown train before, and he didn't like have a problem then. Yeah, he was somewhat rude to Harvey, but this is just dialed up to an 101. So it's this topped off It's a topped off Thomas and a sticky toffee Thomas. Wow, I always get those two confused, but topped off Thomas is a D tier. I don't like that Thomas can keep up with an A4. Like, Thomas can go as fast as Spencer. E2s can only go 45 miles an hour. Yeah, and and Thomas is just like, I can keep up. It's funnily bad. I'll give it that. Which Way Now? Which Way Now is... I like the rusty voice. It sounds like a prototype Scruff. That's it. Shooting Star. I think it's just another boring episode. I don't remember some of these. Big Strong Henry. Oh yeah, this is great episode. Big Strong Henry is not even a guilty pleasure like the Green Controller. It's genuinely a good episode. Sticky Toffee Thomas is a bit stupid. Like, Thomas wants a costume for a costume party, even though he's an engine. I don't know, but I do have some nostalgia for it. I have seen it when I was. I think I saw it when I was young, or I at least saw the image of him covered in that liquid. That'll stick with me. You know, it was not a good episode. Uh-oh. Confrontation. Where am I gonna put you? Oh, alright. I'll just settle in there. I mean, Warp and Peace is terrible. It's a terrible episode for Skarloey, but I do like the action with Skarloey just getting his side tanks hit by logs. That was a really cool moment. Thomas's frosty friend insults the viewer's intelligence. This is just a garbage episode. Like, there's nothing to like. It's just, that's it. That's the easiest way I can describe it. Thomas thinks the snowman is sentient, and it's not even a 3-strike episode, it's a 5-strike episode. It happens 5 times. Alright. Emily and the Special Coaches. Great Diesel episode. Good Emily episode. Not say it's great, but this is great. I love it. It's amazing. Diesel in a sympathetic role is something I never thought I'd see, but in CGI, I've seen it could work. Yeah. Just a Thomas and the Colors. This is just another Thomas versus James, and I think that's cool. It's always nice to see Thomas versus James stories. If they're good, cough, cough. To Follow That Flower, cough, cough. I'd say this is a B tier episode. I think it's above the jet plane. Thomas and the Birthday Mail. Rosie just showed up out of nowhere. We're supposed to know who she is. I don't really care that much about Rosie as a character. I think it's kind of creepy that there's a character obsessing over her, over Thomas, and once that wasn't a part of her character in the CGI series, she does absolutely nothing. They even overhauled her paint job to show her maturity, only to give her the episode about her dealing with relationships. Great representation, guys. Duncan's Bluff is goated. It's probably my favorite of this season. But, yeah. I think it is. I think it's good. There's some Good stuff. What's this one? Missing trucks. Okay, this might be like the only episode where a narrow gauge character isn't out of character. Like Rheneas is like actually tolerable. So for that, I'll just put up the B tier. Thomas and the Treasure. We got the appearance of the Admiral, which is cool, but I don't really like the corny thing of, oh, the treasure was his friend. I don't like that. That's not very executed well. I feel like that was a bit storybook-like. I guess this is supposed to be like a storybook-like, but I feel like they lean too much into it in the era. I'd say it's a C tier. James the second best, I think is overrated. I like this episode. I don't love this episode, but I think it's good. And I love the visual of James through the poster. But other than that, I mean, it is a different change from James hating Edward forever. But so I guess I can give it credit there. Thomas and Carlo's Big Day Out, which is an interesting model work, but it's just okay. Okay, I actually put a lot more in the top tiers than I thought I would. Like, a B tier was actually really... Actually, I'm just gonna move the Rosie one and this one to C tier, because I don't think they'd really be there. So, yeah, that is my ranking. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I'm not gonna change my ranking for you, by the way. I respect your opinion, but I'm not going to change my list just for you. No, I'm not doing that. Anyway, you want to see me rank a different season? I'm thinking maybe season 12 next, or maybe just a season. Maybe I can review a good season for once. I'm quite the clever man.